Last year, I presented a quality assurance testing project on the OPay mobile app at a Continental Tech conference.
This bank is walking away with the award for Mobile Payment Solutions Provider of the Year, Business Solutions Provider of the Year, FinTech Security Innovation of the Year. Put your hands together as I welcome OPay.
And what even made it more interesting is that that presentation occurred on the same day as Salah.
This made our success rate 95.4%.
The presentation was amazing. I saw the presentation, I went through it overnight, and I'm like, how do these people learn things? Did they just take all of this off and like they know this in 4 weeks?
That particular experience changed a lot for me between last year and this year.
In this video, I will walk you through how we tested one of the biggest fintech apps in Nigeria.
The biggest bank in Nigeria is owned by a Chinese company. OPay gets 50 million registered users. That is 1 in every 4 Nigerians. They use OPay.
How we presented our QA project at the African Product Quality Engineering Conference 2025, which is a virtual conference. What happened behind the scenes on the day of the presentation, and how it all ended when the final winner was announced.
Winner for the Tesla Scholarship Bootcamp is...
Now, considering how big and widely used OPay is,
it gets 10 million users every single day. They do 9 trillion naira in transactions every single month. No bank come close.
And even the recognition it has received, you would expect the app to be 100% perfect. But as QA testers, our job is to look deeper, to break things down, explore different scenarios, and see if there are still gaps that can be improved. And interestingly, we did find a few things. Reset the password. Now, doing this, you get a completion message. However, when you try to log in again to the app, it will bring an error for you. So user will experience difficulties with that, and we suggested way forward about it.
Now, what even made this more interesting is how I got into quality assurance in the first place. During my school days, I studied anatomy. And it was just funny that on a random day, I was just scrolling through Facebook and I saw an advert from Victor Okoko where he was sharing knowledge about quality assurance and software testing. And that this job is just a job of you trying to test an app and then give feedback and then get paid. I did not fully understand what was going on there initially. Then I later took my time to understand it, watch his course, and then now started investing my time to understand this more. And over time, I found myself in Testers Quotas.
I am a scholarship student at Testers Quotas, and I'm excited about that a lot. Every day has always been a great experience in that class.
I gained scholarship to their bootcamp last year.
Note that Testers Quotas has the largest and most active QA community in Africa.
So after 30 days of us, being in the bootcamp and gaining more knowledge about QA and software testing, we were grouped into 4 different kind of groups. We were told that we'll be making a presentation at the Continental Tech conference, which was like a virtual conference called African Product Quality Engineering Conference 2025. And the experience was just so massive. My team, we all worked together as a family, and we all took our time. Though we had challenges, we had situations and all that, but still at the end of the day, we all decided to come together, collaborate and learn from each other. And then we were able to put our skills together. There were people that were good with working on the presentation slides. There were people that were good with working on the configuration of the sheets and everything. There were people that were good with the documentation part. So we were all able to put in our best together. There was someone that was meant to present before. Then later the person was like, he or she will be occupied. And then I stepped up. Though I was not so sure about myself doing that, but I was just like, come on, let me do it. Let me do this. I think I can do it. And the people also were like, okay, you should do it. You should do it. And deep down, I was not so sure that I was going to be able to pull it off, because the same day of that presentation is the same day of Salah.
Now, this is a major concern because on every Salah day, we will travel for 1 hour 30 minutes to reach our hometown's mosque. And then I would have to come back quickly to prepare for my presentation, which was going to be highly demanding.
So I was going to be very, very occupied that day. And then me now saying that I want to add another task to that day. a little bit complicated for me, but still I took it up, and then I was like, yes, I will do this. Then we got started. We all analyzed the app. We took our time to write the test documents and everything. We were able to identify some issues, come together, check it out. Okay, is this issue happening on your Android device? Is this happening on iOS device as well? We're all able to come together and then work on this project, and it was so amazing. Yeah, I think I will leave a link to the test documentation and all that under this video. So that was how we were able to work around it. And then a day to the presentation, we had our mock. So this is mock presentation. So during mock presentation, I presented, and then other teams also presented. We had like 4 teams. So other teams also presented, and their presentations were good as well. But then at that particular moment, I noticed the deficiency of our presentation.
You're going to present your documents. So can you try to do that now?
So I and my team, we came together, and then we brought up a PRD, which is product requirement document. We actually created 182 test cases within the period of 4 days, and then we validated. So our testing followed a structured, repeatable process with clearly defined test data, expected results. At this moment, the pressure started getting to me, and the fear of letting my team down started kicking in. And then just when I thought I did woefully, this comment from my judges actually changed everything.
Oh, thank you so much for that quick one. I really enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you very much.
We just bringing everything in, and that was insightful.
And that encouragement was all I needed to make a great change.
And then we all come together as a team. We all identified some issues that we need to work on. We wanted to do something we wanted to present something that would be remarkable, because this particular presentation we had people from major tech companies in Nigeria.
And not just Nigeria, Africa at large.
They all came together for this particular project. We have the Nigerian software testing president and all others were there. So we had to actually present something that will be remarkable and worth their time. And then we had to work around time too. So the time frame that we were given, I think it was 5 minutes or something. So we had to just come together and then come up with something. On the day of the presentation, I think overnight we literally didn't sleep. I personally did not sleep overnight because I was rehearsing, and I kept on sending them link on our channel, on our Slack channel. Now, you guys, if you are still up, please join this call right now. Join this Google Meet call. Come and observe my presentation. Let me know if there is any error and stuff like that. So I kept rehearsing hours before the presentation. So on that day, in the morning, I had to travel, to go and observe the Eid prayer because of the Salah. The journey was so stressful and strenuous for me. But after coming back again, I had to quickly start rehearsing and everything.
Before I could settle down, the presentation has already started.
And so we are going straight into our project defense. This is our first cohort for Testers Quarter Scholarship Bootcamp. We had over 1,000 students that registered. Close to 100 people were able to go through the rigorous session, and they are able to come up to week 4.
Luckily for me, I was not the first person that was called to present, so I had enough time on my hand to quickly prepare to get started.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Oluwaseyi. I am here to discuss a test report done on the Testers Quarters website, and I'll be representing Group 3 today.
And then, yes, it was time for me to present, and that was when this happened.
So the next group that is going on now is Group 1, and that will be taken by Abubakar Saidu.
Good afternoon to you all. My name is Abubakar Saidu, and I'm representing Group 1. I was feeling so uncomfortable that I didn't know when I started rubbing my hands on my nose. That's on the outcome of our QA analysis on the OPay mobile application. I explained that the objective was to test for bugs, and I had to quickly take my time to explain what a bug is. Bug is simply something that is meant to work this way and is not working that way. We all must have experienced bug in one or two ways. Probably when we are using applications, you probably sign up or sign in, and then it freezes or crashes. There are times that you will be multitasking on some particular application, maybe a gaming application. And then when you're about to complete it, then it just crashes and you lose your session. It will halt the user experience and it will puncture it. So we don't want that to happen here. These are issues, and there are ways to go about it. And there are things that are meant to be done to stop it. And that's where QA comes in. That is where we comes in for the OPay application in order to help them to enhance their user experience through structured manual testing and collaboration. OPay is a leading fintech platform in Nigeria, and the main thing that the app does is to provide financial services to Nigerians. So what we'll be doing is to evaluate key functionalities. So we tested some core features, which include the sign-up feature, the login feature, forgot password, and transaction history. Each features were actually assessed and tested for functionality, accuracy, and user flow reliability by my competent team. So any other features aside from this was considered out of scope for this cycle. For our documentation, we made use of Google Sheets for documenting the test case and the bug reports. The execution method was manual testing using the functionality testing strategy. For our collaboration and communication, we made use of Slack and Google Meet. We discussed on Slack, and then we meet virtually on Google Meet by 7 p.m. every day to discuss way forward and whatever difficulties that you are facing in completing the project. Now, here is a sample of what the test case look like. This is not a full sample. This is just like an insight into it, just for you to see. It's because it's meant to include the expected results and actual results, but this is just to communicate. So we have the test title, we have the test steps, and then we have the status. These are the primary things. So for the test title for this particular sample is to verify that user can actually log in with valid credentials. Then the steps are to navigate to the login page, to enter a valid login email address, to input a correct password, and to click on the login button. Now, this status is passed because this actually happened. What we are expecting is to see the dashboard after logging in, and then that's what happened. So it meets up to expectation. That's why we have passed there. So moving on to the test summary reports. Here's a summary of all what we did. So we were able to create 174 test cases for these features, and then out of the 174 test cases, 166 passed, while 6 failed and 2 got blocked. This made our success rate 95.4%. On trying to reset the password, we discovered that user can actually input just 2 out of 6 digits that are required to reset the password. We suggested way forward about it. For the medium box, it includes remember me section not being there. That's on the login page. And then on the transaction history, there is no search button there for user to make search for transaction details. So regarding the blocked situation, we experienced that blockage because the test case that was meant to be executed was based on a failed test case. So due to the fact that we don't have a remember me section, we could not check if the remember me actually functions well. So that was why that was blocked. For the search button, we were meant to check if the search can be cleared, and then every other details returns to normal. So we could not check that as well. That's why we have a blockage there. The quick fix ideas that we have is for the development team to enforce a minimum 6 digits password and to disallow repeated and consecutive digits. So we suggested that we shouldn't have user using same consecutive digits like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because it is actually vulnerable to infiltration. Regarding the missing remember me option, we suggested that a checkbox should be added there for convenience. And then regarding the missing search button as well, they should implement that search functionality so that can be done as well.
Following my presentations, the other teams also presented.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shona Kelushagun, here to represent Group 4 of Testers Quarter Scholarship Bootcamp Project.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Chidimma Madikife, and I'm representing Group 2 from the Testers Quarter Bootcamp program.
So after the presentation, the winner was announced at the end of the conference, and
this was really a landmark event, right? Because I don't care who comes first, I don't care who comes fourth. This is just to say, okay, if people put in more effort to your presentation than the other, it does not speak to the depth of what you have learned. It does not speak to the depth of the value you have now become. It doesn't take away the winner that you are already. There is more for you to learn. So if you have been part of this conference, you have been part of the Testers Quarter Scholarship Bootcamp, then you know that there is a lot more as far as this career is concerned than whatever you have learned in 4 weeks. Let me give drum roll. At the count of 4, the winner for I don't know how to do this thing, but the winner for the Testers Quarter Scholarship Bootcamp is 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is.
so sadly we didn't win, but
wow, that was amazing. And the truth is, Group 2 was presented by Chidimma, right? And the second, I mean, if we were to have second, third, second is group 1 by Abubakar. Those two were very close. It was very, very close. Like, in fact, the score difference between them is just like less than 10. So it was very tight. No, for everybody they did well, but one of the things that really stood out for these two groups and made group 2 really now stand out among the two of them was because the presentation was amazing. You can see the level of depth that went into presenting. See it, and this just shows you that it's one thing to have done a very fantastic. I can tell you that everybody in that group 1, 2, 3, and 4, I saw the presentation. I went through it overnight, and I'm like, how do these people learn things? Did they just take all of this off and like they know this in 4 weeks? Like,
meanwhile, after my presentation, I had gone to bed immediately because I was extremely exhausted. It was after I woke up that I came online and saw the announcement of the results.
And it was actually not bad. I will accept that, because the person that won, Chidima, she actually delivered so perfectly.
Everybody did so great, and it was really hard to really put in a winner. Then, in fact, if it's by their submission, by the word that they did, everybody was a winner. There was no way we could have picked a winner if it was by their submission. But presentation today now made it really like top. Your presentation matters as much as they have done all the great works. If your test summary report they are going to show the stakeholders does not show significance, right, and it does not show the business the value that you have brought in, this is what typical testing looks like. If your reporting is out of the way, you can't just come and tell us that I tested the products. Show us working, show us what you have done, and that is what group 2 and group 1 really did as students, and group 2 did more than group 1.
So, and then it was so nice. We actually got to learn from each other as well. At the end of the day, we got to start talking and all that, and it was such a great experience overall. And I wouldn't have had all this experience if I did not decide to step up and take up the challenge of me presenting for my group. So I just feel like, all in all, at the end of the day, whatever skill you learn, whatever you have been able to like learn or gain insight on, you should be willing to stand out and tell them that yes, I understand this and I'm ready to defend this. So any situation where you find yourself, don't just learn skills alone, learn to actually stand up and then be in the front to say that yes, I understand this and I can tell you that I understand this.
Let me save myself from the embarrassment of trying to be a motivational speaker right there. Well, big shout out to Testers Quotas. They have something coming up soon. In case you want to join their next bootcamp, you can actually message the number on the screen right now and tell them from A to SAT. Then you can proceed to apply. You should message them only on WhatsApp.
And if it's possible to also get discount for you guys, I don't know, but I will talk to them and then I will let you guys know. And then yes, the African Quality Product Engineer,
Mr. Man, it is African Product Quality Engineering Conference.
I really can't remember, but the APEC, yes, African Product Engineering.
Man, I give up on this guy. Well, what I was trying to say is that the 2026 African Product Quality Engineering Conference is coming up soon, and you can register for free. And if you want certification and more exclusive packages that they have to offer for you, you can register with just $5. The event is coming up early next month, which is the 4th of June, and it will last for 3 days, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So if you are interested, you should register as soon as possible to secure your slots. After applying, you should message this number on the screen and let them know from A to SAT that you have applied for the African Product Quality.
I've experienced a lot, so I can tell you that you're surely going to gain a lot. You're going to learn from different people from all around Africa at large. It's not just limited to Nigeria alone, from anywhere you are in the world. So yeah, that was it. That was my experience. So big shout out to my team members. I don't have all the names here, but I have few names here that I just want to give a shout out to. Big shout out to Ambrose Jane. She was the team lead. She did a lot of work and it's also challenging for her, and then she was able to handle the whole situation. Abdul Adedoyin, Blessing Isaiah, Deborah Dorothy, Hage, Isioma, Michael Jackson, my guy, Ojo, Oluchi, Tobe Chukudike. You guys are so amazing, and it was so fun working with you guys. You guys are so amazing set of people, and I look forward to doing more collaboration with you guys soon. And yes, if you have any QA projects and then you want me on board, you can reach out to me. and then let's talk about price and all that. And yes, if you're interested in QA testing too, and you want to work on some platforms, international foreign platforms that gets to pay you, you can reach out to me. And for those who don't know, QA is quality assurance. It's just a field whereby you test products and then you just ensure that the product works the way it is meant to work. You understand? So that's just what quality assurance is all about. And then it's a very fun field. You know, it's funny how someone's direction can just easily change by a decision they make. You know, you can imagine me studying anatomy, and then at a point I just decided to deviate into tech, and it has been going smoothly for me so far, so good. And it's been a very, very amazing job. I love doing it. If I have your contact and you're on my status and you're seeing my status, you will know how much I love this work. I just love testing, and it's just fun. And I just believe whatever you are doing, if you don't love that thing that you're doing, you might not really enjoy the work. But so far you love it, you surely enjoy it. You surely look forward to doing that work over and over again. So yeah, that was it. If you are interested in QA, remote job, you know, anything, online work, online earnings, remember to subscribe to this channel, as I have more in stock for you. I will have some personal experience to share, some tips and all that to share for you on this channel. And then we also have some comedy relief as well, or comic relief as well for you guys. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you watched to this moment. Thank you guys. Subscribe and bye. Ciao. So see you guys later. Bye. This time, bye. I'm serious. Bye. Okay, guys, I forgot to